Hi, everyone. This is Gerbic here for Psychics Explained. I am gardened out today, and tomorrow I still have more gardening to do. So I decided I would look into a medium that has been suggested to me before. And this is a person called Reet, Reet. She's British, and her last name is Payton, Payton. So I don't know much about her. I have seen a little bit here and there. She's a very foul-mouthed type person, and she's just unabashed about it. She's like, and I swear, and deal with it, kind of thing. She's just very friendly, very outgoing in this way, and I don't know a lot about her. Her channel, um, Spiritual Psychics TV, I think that's her channel, has 4.5, 4.85 thousand views, subscribers, which is, probably double than what I have. So, but still not much considering you're supposed to be communicating with the dead. And I'm just explaining what's going on in mediumship. So I should have low viewers compared to somebody who says they can communicate with the dead. The video I'm going to show you is long, and so I think I'm going to skip through it and let's just get a flavor of who this person is. I have not watched it except the first few minutes just to see what this is, how this is. What is it she's doing? And it looks like it's a live where people, she says, I'm going live at this time, and then people can come into the chat and people are chatting. And I had the chat. I guess I'll leave it so you can see the chat, but almost all of it is just like, hi, how you doing? It doesn't look like there's anything really exciting going on in the chat, but let's just see what happens. So you can read it if you like. I'll put a link to this in the description of this video. As always, please leave your comments. I'm very interested in what you guys see because it may be completely different things than I see. I have a cat that thinks it's time to go to bed and has been letting me know that, and it's not bedtime yet. Oh, their whole schedule's off somehow. So let's look at Reet. So what I'm going to show you first is just the intro of where she's talking to people about what she's going to be doing. One of the things she says is that this reading comment, this thing that comes up first, this is really interesting. It says, welcome to our new show with Reet. If you have any questions, then please ask away. If you ask, is my family member close by or will I marry? These will be ignored. I don't even know what to think of that. That's just odd. I don't know if she's going to say what this means. See, here's what it says right there. These will be ignored. If you ask if my family member, ask, is my family member close by or will I marry? These will be ignored. Like I said, I have no idea what to think of that. That's just so strange. So let's watch the intro and then let's see if we can find a video or two that has her, doing a reading and see what happens. I don't think she brings the people on screen. I think that she's just reading their question and then she responds to whatever she wants to say. As I say, she's quite colorful, verbally, and this video is from June 19th, 2021. So back in the pandemic time when most of us were locked down. It has 876 views, which again, if you think about it this way, that's a lot of views compared to a video I get. But this is a woman who says she's communicating with dead people. So 800 views is kind of nothing in the world of somebody who has real evidence of mediumship. I think it's just ridiculous to say that this woman can communicate with the dead and then she only gets 800 views for her video. That's kind of silly. As we all know, she should be picked up by the government and held in a facility somewhere where they'd study her and use her to have control over other governments, or it would be a very powerful position if you can contact the dead. All right, so let's see. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So guys, while we're waiting for things to kick in and people to join us, I have a Facebook page on Facebook, obviously, and it is called Reet Psychic Medium. So please do feel free to come over there and join me whenever you like, okay? I'm going to see how it goes today, and hopefully I will be back again to do more of these for you. As you have been warned, everybody, I do swear, okay? I do swear. I am holding my grounding stone in my hand, and I'm fiddling with it because I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so right now, if any of you would like to ask me a question on SPTV, okay, Spiritual Psychic TV, if you would like to ask me a question, or I could give you a card, or basically give you whatever again, okay? Right now, I'm just waiting for some names to start, so I cannot wait for this to start. Hello, Michaela Hannon. Hello, beautiful. Michaela, right, Michaela, you are a beautiful soul. First time for me, I'm really curious. Karen, I can't say your second name, lovely. I'm very sorry, but for you, a female is in spirit there for you. And I'm sorry I've started straight away, but I've got to give one again, okay? She wants you to know, Karen, that you're on the right path. Hold here, yeah, hold here. Right. Afternoon, everyone, says Alison Barton. Hello. Right. Right, guys, do you know what? For those of you who know me, I get a little bit nervous, and I'm getting really nervous right now, so I'm just going to keep saying hello. Pamela, Roger, hello. Good afternoon, Richard and Reet, and everyone in chat. Hi, my first time here too, says Teresa Cameron. Teresa, I'm shitting myself. I am shitting myself. Right, come on. Welcome to SPTV, Reet. Thank you very much, Terry. Thank you very, very much. Right, another comment. Heidi, hi, campers. Hi, Heidi. Beautiful dog there on your picture. I can see, lovely lady. Right, just while we're saying some hellos. Hi, Reet, first time here. Pleased to meet you. Likewise, lovely lady. Likewise, you lovely old soul. Gail Amos. Hi, Reet. Afternoon, everybody. Hello, Gail. You've got kick-ass. Right. So what I would like you all to do as well, guys, okay, is as there's a lot of new people on here today. Hello, Joanne Lewis. Thank you very much. Do you like it? Right, you too, Joe, this is included. What I really would like us to do, you know, is have a little chat with each other. You can go into the chat, you can talk about things I've said or things that you want to ask me or whatever you want, okay? This is encouraged. Don't shit yourself. I'll try not to, Helios. I'll try not to. I'm standing up, okay? I do have my own page, and on there I just read off names. I just go boom, boom, boom. I would have done, you know, reads by now, but this is different to me, so I'm trying it. Richard's been very kind and asked me to have a little go, so that's what I'm doing. Hi, Reed, seen a few Facebook live streams now. Thank you very much, Nathan. Thank you very much. Very proud, so you are, Nathan. Welcome to SPTV. Thank you very much, Siobhan. Thank you, lovely lady. I appreciate that. You are a beautiful soul. Right, so we're not doing too bad. I'm calming down a little bit now. Right, so this is a community page, guys, okay? This is not just where everyone jumps on and goes, me. Hi, Lynn Taylor. Thank you for joining us, lovely lady. This is not one of these pages. This is a page where it's real, guys. It's like my page, yeah? It's very real. The things that are going on here are real. I will not lie to you if I read for you. I do not. Hi, baby. Mwah. I will not give anyone shit, you know. I just give what the powers that be give to me. I'm very straight, and as I've just said, I do swear. Hello, Robert Kerwin, I love you. And they're all the things that happened, but on here, I'm aware it's completely different to my page, yeah. So I'm going to help as many people as I can. I know this is only for an hour. It's only for 1 hour. So anyone got any questions, please do type them down now, and I will get them. Remember, the whole layout is different to me on this, but I'm loving it right now. Jane Reed Ellender, hi, lovely lady, how are you? Very wise you are, Jane. Very, very wise. Tina Brown, afternoon, Reed, loving the hair colour. Do you like it, Chick? It's boss, isn't it? This is boss. Right, also, people often ask about my accent. My name is Reet, first of all, and my accent is Scouse. I am from Liverpool, the north end of England. No need to be nervous, you're fabulous. Do you know what? I'm past it now, lovely. I think I'm settling in. I'm kind of getting aware of how things are going. Right. I keep standing like this with me. I don't know what this is meaning. Tracy Hall, lovely to see you on here. Thank you very much, Tracy Hall. I do hope that you are well, lovely lady. Very colourful I'm getting for you with lots of pads when I said your name then, Trace. I hope you're well, lovely, and thank you very much for joining us. Right, we also have, if there's anybody else, Rita's the best. Oh, Natalia, thank you very much, lovely. Thank you. I'm just moving my fan up there. Right. You're the best, darling. You're the best. I have the most positive people following me. Kim Byrne, we are a friendly bunch. I am feeling that, Kim. I really am feeling that. It's just a lot of slower pace on here.
Okay, so let's pause. So I was wrong. As I say, I don't really look at these videos very much before I start analyzing it. And it's not that important to me, the history of the person. If you follow Florio's paranormal channel, she does deep dives into each of these mediums and learns all about the mediums. And that is a different style than I have on my channel. I'm much more interested in, let's get to the reading and let's see what's going on. But having a little background on the psychic is very interesting. So the channel is called Spiritual Psychics TV, that has 4.8 thousand subscribers, only 800 views on this particular video. But I found that Reet Psychic Medium has her own channel. I guess she does a lot of Facebook lives. Well, I don't know if she does a lot, because I see she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up on her YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel, she has 214 subscribers. Not a lot for somebody who's supposedly communicating with dead people. She's got 15 videos in total. Some of them seem to be, I don't see where 15 are. I just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. And 2 of them are like she went to a castle and she's walking downstairs, like a vacation video or something. Another one's 35 seconds. I think it's just of the ocean. Anyway, you could check it out. It's Reet, R-E-E-T, Psychic Medium, if you're really interested. So this woman is makes me look like I'm falling asleep, considering I tend to be very hyper, people say. And she looks very mild compared to that. I mean, she's on. This woman's from Liverpool and she is on. Let me see if I can find the beginning of a reading and we can watch it all the way through. So let me check it out. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like what she's going to put up a question, and that's kind of how we can tell if when the next reading starts. So she's going to talk about these cards that she has, and then she's going to talk about there's going to be a couple questions that come up. The first question is about lights, I think, in the house. I didn't listen to see what the answer was, and then the next one is one I have been very curious about it myself, that why, I mean, I understand what's going on, but how doesn't these psychics explain when they're doing mediumship readings to a group, like a gallery reading where there's a lot of different people on the screen, how it is that they say some things. I'm getting a father figure who's like to fish, and then something with the name Jay, and it has something to do with November. And then you get 2 or 3 people going, I think that's for me. I think that's for me. I think that's for me. How is it that the psychic isn't specific enough that she has to like call on them one by one and see if she can figure out which one it's for? Why is the person coming through not specific enough to say, like, my name is this, I lived at this address, my phone number was this, here's my some kind of something to be able to tell somebody this is me, instead of this vague stuff. When a person, the answer to that is, I don't know what Reed's going to say, but the answer to it is, in my experience, is people like Thomas John, who are hot readers. What they do is they already know what they're going to get. They already know who it is they're going to call on, especially in these gallery readings. Somebody's already done some research by looking up the person's name. And they already know what they're going to say. They already know, okay, this is a person whose mother had ALS and she died 5 years ago and her name is Joni. Okay, they already know that because they've done some kind of research on the person. So whenever they start the gallery reading, they don't go specifically, I'm getting a woman who had ALS. They just start off with these vaguish questions, like somebody who had a disorder that was kind of, a long illness, that it was a terminal illness, and it does seem to fit other people. So when you have a hot reader, and there's a group setting, a lot of them will do it that way. They'll play each other off. Now, I have a feeling they partly do that because they don't want to sound too specific right away. And also, it makes all the people who are in the reading pay attention and they want to stay and listen. So even though you're giving a reading to one specific person, it makes other people stay around in the hopes that maybe their person is going to come through, or maybe it pertains to their person, which keeps the ticket sales up and it keeps the interest going. So there may be other reasons why mediums do this, but they do it all the time and it is kind of interesting. All right, so she's going to ask, let's go to this question here. And I think they're, within a couple minutes of each other. And she's got these cards. They're not tarot cards. There's something she's made. I don't know. You guys, I saw Mark Edward do tarot cards so much that, and any other kind of readings that he would do, it doesn't matter what card is being drawn. It's the story behind it. So, he would do readings for people and it'd be the Wheel of Fortune and he would give a little spiel and then he would just go with it depending on what the person's, how they're nodding or how he's reading them, in their body language and so on. It it could be any card. It could be like, oh, let's have a hair tie, a color of a hair tie. Oh, look, it's yellow. Oh, that means that you are an old soul and that you have this story that needs to come out from you. It can mean anything. So when they draw a card and you see psychics draw cards and they tell us, oh, look, this means this thing. No, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a storytelling device that they're using to do their cold reading. It's a gimmick is what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go see what she has to say. I'm curious too, because I haven't watched this yet.
Basically, Matthew, do you know what I mean? Don't know what to say about that. Maybe if the man is feeling a little bit inferior or in any way down or about or in one anyway, then he may find women dominating. Right, Stacey Edwards, hello everyone. Thank you for the smiley face, Stace. You've got a very high vibe, you have, lovely, and you should shine your light a little bit more as well. Right, shine your light sayings, I say, like shine your light, kick ass, tell them to fuck off, put it in the bucket of fuck it, okay? These are all sayings that I have had made into cards. These are my own cards. I can connect with cards or directly with what the powers that be give me. Amy, hello, Ames. Is it lovely to be with you? Thank you very much, lovely lady. Thank you for coming over. I do hope that you are well. Hello, Christine Davis. How are you, honey pie? You have, Christine, I'm going to say, a very beautiful soul. I've been just made aware of that, so I am going to acknowledge it for you while saying hello to others. Right, Lindsay Kitson, hi, mate, looking good, hon. Thank you, chick. I'm standing here. I've got my shoes off. I've got my baggy trousers on. And, of course, I've got my coffee. So I'm doing well. Got my grounding stone also. I hope that you're well, Linz. I hope that you're well. Hi, Feet. Hi, Mandy. Typo, it's okay, man. Do not worry about it. Right, so are there any questions that anyone would like to ask? If there any are of my followers or my friends or my kids even are on here right now, then please do say hello. Let me know you're there, and thank you very much for supporting me, everyone. Right, so oh yes, Karen, hello, lovely. First time for me. I'm really curious. Hello, Karen, then. I'm very fortunate for you for it to be your first time, okay? I am being made aware from you that you are spiritual in many ways already, okay? Female comes through in spirit for you. I don't get names, Kaz, okay? I do not get names, but what she's letting me know is that you wondering, am I on the right path? Am I going the right way? Why did I make that decision? So first of all, you need to grab your fucking bucket in, right? And let go of all these things that are bugging you and doing your head in. Secondly, once you've done that, you'll start to feel lighter and brighter. You may let go of a few people that are around you, but it will make sure that you are defo on the right path, okay? K-A-R-I-N. Karen, old soul. See, you've been here before, lovely. You have done these things. How you're feeling, the way you walk, the way you talk. You've been here before time and time again, okay? The fact that you're curious, it just means that you're willing to learn. So spiritual meaning, you're already awake. Synchronicities might be happening for you, like, fucking hell. You could bump into the postman every day or see the same person A lot of people go by numbers, 22, 22, 23, 23, but I just go by however you're feeling, okay? Hope that makes sense to you. The female in spirit doesn't mean you any harm. She makes me aware that since you have been walking, you've loved butterflies and fairies and cats and dogs and everything. You're just a beautiful soul, okay? Right. That all right, Rich, like that? Thank you, darling. Right. Thank you. Hope that makes sense to you, Karen. Right, Tina Brown. Being empty in a family member's home today and the lights were flickering. They were letting us know they were around, please. I've just been made aware of 3 fucking shoes as well. So unless they had 3 legs or, you know, they lost one, I don't know. Tina, the weight of the world's on your shoulders right now. And I'm very, very sorry for your loss, okay? But thing is if you've been left to do that, to sort that out, that means that you're strong, okay? So you've got to remember your strengths and always remember them with lots of love, right? Also, I'm being made aware of that beware, I've got a female's energy, okay? There is a male, but he's kind of coming and going. I get everything from my right side, so they're coming and going and coming. Well, he is. He's letting me know that he's there, yeah? Also, the female in spirit is letting me know that whatever you can, lovely, and please don't take this the wrong way, Tina, and I have to say this to quite a few people, okay? Anything that you have that you do not need and you could make some money from to help yourself or help others in your circle, okay? She's not bothered, lovely, go for it. I hope you take that with the respect that I'm saying it to you, because this is what she's letting me know, okay? And good on you, lovely, for emptying the house. Proves how strong you are. Right, do you want to give you the card as well? T-I-N-A. Tina, for you, tell them to get off your broom. Another thing, T, sometimes that when you're doing everything, other people around you will take the, oh, I did that. Tell them to fuck on, go away, do whatever, okay? With loads of respect to say to you, them's the fly alone sometimes fly higher, and at the moment you need to do that. So once you've, you know, finished sorting the house out and made arrangements and it's all gone to wherever, then you need to relax and take that little 5 minutes of your time, okay? Hope that makes sense to you, T. Right, I'm ready when you are, lovely. Thank you very much. Di Reedman, can you explain, please, to me when spirits come through, how more than one person can take it? Surely if your beloved ones come through, it should be the same alone for you. I find it hard to understand. Right, Di, for you, lovely. You know, I am being made aware right now that there's a gentleman in spirit for you, okay? And he comes through straight away and he lets me know you've always been like that. You've always been very questionable. Right, so I can put myself in your shoes, and the only way that I can only answer that, and all these answers that are coming from me, I'm not answering for anybody else, okay? It's just me and my experience. So, gentlemen, for you, now if I say to you, he's just said to me, she's always been like that, very, very questionable, full of life like a little lamb, okay? So if you could take that from someone that you might have lost, and someone else could take the fact that he's saying you've always been like that. Do you understand what I mean? Even though there's billions of us on this fucking planet, lovely, we're all very alike in many ways. I come across people who have had really bad things happen to them, and I have come across people who've had amazing things happen to them, but yet they still have the same kinds of problems. So just the fact that like more than 5 people can take something that I say, or something that is like directly meant for you, perhaps, that just means that they're very open-minded and their hearts are open, and they can take the gift of love that's being passed over. Or, you know, don't forget to set the alarm when you go on holiday or something. Many, many things mean many things to different people. It's just how the individual interprets it, okay? And I do hope that makes sense to you. And also the gentleman in spirit has let me know of, like, I'm going to say it's like pilchards or sardines or something on toast. I do hope that makes sense to you, Di. Would you like a card as well, lovely lady? Would you like a card as well? What I'm going to say about you, Di, is that you're very organised, Di, and you've got everything as it should be, though you will always feel that you haven't, okay? Put yourself first. Can you see that? Put yourself first. So what I then say, Di, is get your ass in front of the mirror and remind yourself who you are. You have been through a lot. The gentleman in spirit also...
Wait, I got to check something here. Okay. It's like an auctioneer. It would be exhausting to be around a person like this kind of personality type. I don't even know how that would be if you were. Is she like this all the time? I don't know. Maybe it's only when she's doing readings, but it looks exhausting, and I don't see that I'm going to be doing any more on this video. I'll leave the link to this video so you can check it out if you want to, but let's go over some of the things that she said. So what's interesting is she says, my followers, my friends, and my kids are here. So she's like, leave me a comment or whatever. How would we know if one of them's her friends or kids or anything of that sort who should be reading for? But I mean, I could see that if it was something personal, something really like detailed that she got, like she was hot reading these people, but nothing she said that even slightly felt like hot reading. She, like this person that she read for named Tina, Tina, with the cards. What the heck does that mean? I mean, it's a gimmick. It doesn't, the number of letters in your first name have nothing to do with the cards. I mean, her name could be Ernestina, or her middle name could be Tina or something. And it's just weird for them to do that, but that's her gimmick. Okay. So this person, Tina, her question was, been emptying a family member's home today and the lights were flickering and were they letting us know they were around, please? I'm not quite sure she answered that question. She did some other, she I mean, it was really hard to get where she was going with this. The next one was Di, and of course she only got two cards for Di because it's only two, but Di is usually, the real name is Diana, right? Or Diane. Can you please explain to me, when the spirit comes through, how more than one person can take it? Surely if your beloved one comes through, it should be for you alone. I find that hard to understand, and I do too. There's and her answer, if I interpret it correctly, was, there's so many random things out there. It's all up to you to interpret it, and it could mean anything to whatever. And you're like, okay. It just was odd. Um, she also says she does not get names. Why? All the other mediums say they get names. They say they get something specific. So this medium doesn't get names. I guess that's pretty convenient whenever you're not getting specific. You can say, well, it's take it or leave it kind of thing. It doesn't matter if it, I'm not going to get anything, but I'm not going to get names. Yeah, the whole thing was Karin. And I didn't see a Karen. I'm looking here on the screen. There's the comment, welcome to our new show with Reet. And then the next comment is somebody named Kerin. And there's no question up here. The next question that comes up on the screen is for Tina, and the one that comes up after that is Di. So I'm wondering who this Karen is, Karin. And I'm gonna look here. Let's do it together so nobody thinks I'm messing with it. Let's just take a quick scroll. These are the chats that are coming up as she's doing the reading. So it would have to be somebody up in here in this beginning part. I don't see a Karen. Karin. Do you guys see it? Because I don't see it. So it's stopping right here because that's where I'm at in the video. I'm at 11 minutes and 3 seconds. So that's why it stopped scrolling right here. If I let this go further, let me mute her and go further, you'll see that the chat will come up as people chat. See, as she goes further into the reading, the chat comes in here. Ah, here she is. Thank you for telling me. Ah, here is a Karen, Karin. How good, but I'm not going to say it right. Let's see. Where is her original question? I didn't see it. So there must be another chat that she was using, some other kind of chat. And if so, she responded and there's the chat down here. No comments. This is the live chat replay that I'm looking at here on the right. So I don't know where this Karen is, but she didn't tell her anything that was very specific anyway. So I'm not too interested in that. She says that everything here in this visual you're seeing right here is everything comes to her from the right side. Everything comes to me from the right side. What does that mean? You see some of these psychics, John Edwards says, uh, they're either on the sides, which means the dead person's about the same generation as you are, or they're up here, which means an older generation, or if it's down here, it's a younger generation. He says they're on the sides, and that just seems strange to me. So if they come to you from the side, that to me means something visual. There's something visual coming to you. And same thing with John Edward. If they say that they see them on and in certain, what does that mean? Do you see a human being? Do you see written words? Do you see like a globally vague, cloudy kind of image of somebody? I'm seeing an older woman, I'm seeing a younger child, I'm seeing somebody with dark hair. That to me, that means something visual. So why wouldn't you just say, I see the person? I mean, here's the person, and either sketch it. I mean, I would I would learn how to sketch. I would become the best sketch person in the world and just sketch what I see, sketch it out and then say, is this the person that you're talking about right here? Is this the one? Like, here you go. But they don't, right? You can learn to sketch, and you can take classes and learn, or something. It just seems odd that they say they can visualize, but yet they can't say they're visualizing. So before I leave, and I'm hoping you guys make some comments, I just cannot put up with this personality. I'm sorry, this is just too much for me right now. And it looks like it's just all rando comments that mean next to nothing, just off the top of her head. She's just making comments. That's not even cold reading. It's like generic Barnum statements or something. I feel this feeling that you're being taken advantage of at work. I think you should be changing jobs or you need to tell your boss this thing. And it's just whatever, like her brain is just going, full speed, and she's not really thinking about it. Now, this is fascinating. This is what I want to leave you on. Let me find it again. Where was that post? I scrolled around and I moved it. So this is the channel, the actual channel. Spiritual television. Spiritual Psychics TV. In the chat, they had this comment, and I want to share it with you. Sorry, you guys. It's here somewhere. Interesting. Where'd it go? Well, there's a live chat replay, so I wonder if that is different. Oh, here's Heidi. Did we get to Heidi? Had lots going on around me lately, Reet. Have a feeling who it may be, but can you pick up on it? And maybe that's why she said she doesn't get top names. She doesn't get any names. Let's see. Fast forward to here. Maybe it's back here somewhere. Somebody's asked the question, if you have a miscarriage, does it still go to spirit? Please and thank you. Another one says, Phil, someone is playing games in my house, including locking me out of my bedroom. Would love to know who it is. Another one says, please read anything for me. I don't want to appear desperate, but I am. LOL. Oh, here's the comment I want to show. It's so sad, that you're these questions that they think they're getting answers. This is fascinating. See this one? Spiritual Psychics TV. This is what the channel, that's this channel, has put in the chat. Welcome to SPTV. Please help us grow by sharing, following, and liking SPTV. We offer all this free, and hardly anyone shares or accepts our invites to like our channel. Please keep SPTV free. Thank you. I mean, really, would you? How desperate do you have to be? And why would they? They're saying that this channeling, dead people is so bad that people don't even like the channel or share it because it means so little to them that they can't even be bothered to like the channel or subscribe or whatever. It's just an odd thing to say. I find that fascinating that they would say that. I guess if we went through this, maybe there'd be more kinds of comments like that. Here's another comment. It says, Teresa, yes, he can hear you. I was talking to my son in my head once and then repeated myself out loud so he could hear me. The next message I got was him saying, I don't have to talk out loud. Okay. Another one says, thanks for the advice, Reet. I do feel things, yes, and starting to see things now and then. Another one says, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll have you on here again. Another one says, it's been a fabulous afternoon. The amount of people on here today and Facebook been brilliant. Another one says, how do you bring in messages from spirit when you're in a busy place but really need some assistance? I wonder if this was live with on Facebook Live or something, and that's where some of the other chats were coming from. Another one says, any messages about my current situation issue or just any, please? Kiss, kiss. It's just all very strange. I don't know. But this is a different kind of style of mediumship where they are responding in social media, which is really, really a boon for all these psychic mediums. The pandemic was a huge boon to them. The only problem was there was so much competition because there were so many people going becoming tarot readers or astrologers or whatever, because you don't have to report the income. It doesn't require a website. It doesn't require a reputation. It just requires you going on live and getting started and giving them a PayPal or a Cash App way of paying them, or some YouTube channels, streaming channels, TikToks, Instagram, and things like that have where you can pay the YouTube channel or whatever, and you get your money that way. So there was a lot of competition during the pandemic. I don't know. It's too early for me to tell right now if it's dying off. I think that some of the mainstream psychics like the Teresa Caputos, the Matt Frasers, and so on are really struggling. And I think that the media has not embraced them like they used to. Tyler Henry is still around and he's still doing things, but I think I think people either love him or hate him. They're not, I think the viewership has died a lot. I know he's doing stuff still, but I just don't think he's the gold. He's probably the golden child still, the most popular right now, most active. John Edwards fading badly, and a lot of the others are just the. So right at this moment in time, the world of network TV and the world of the famous TV psychic getting a reality show isn't seem to be hot news right now. I don't know if it has to do with politics or it's just chasing everything off, or it's love channels, bachelor channels, or if it's talent channels, like singing or being on stage kind of thing. It seems like it's starting to fade. It's interesting. So if you guys have other people you want me to look at, please let me know. Please just send me a message. You can send it to me on Facebook Messenger. You can send it to me on email, Susan Gerbeck at Yahoo or gmail.com. You can leave comments here. I'm all over all the social medias. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads. Everything is under S Gerbeck or Susan Gerbeck. But leave me comments. I really, really, really do love all the comments I get from you guys. If you Reet was suggested to me by somebody who thought she was hot reading, and I am seeing absolutely nothing in there that could even slightly be hot reading. It's just generic, whatever. Sylvia Brown used to do this too when she would do gallery readings. She would just tell you, oh, your spirit guide name is Bridget, and I see you changing occupations, or your boyfriend isn't treating you right. Just generic things she would just say out there, and she'd be like, hey, next. It was like, next. So it's really lazy. Really lazy. Anyway, okay. Take care, everyone. Please do like my channel. Please do share my videos. Please do tell somebody. I appreciate you all. Please leave me comments, as I said, and thank you all for being here. Bye.